So Keira gets health for Web. Same case as Lars and the rest of damage dealers. 5 don't need health. It just slows them down. Dragon, what if I told you that Keira is an exception?
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
What if I told you that? Let's discuss this. So a big problem that damage dealers have in the game of Hero Wars, because of the way that hero energy works, the higher the health, the worse the hero is. All right. Had a nice conversation with Cordy the other day about Keira and how she might be an exception. Obviously, Keira supercharges enemies, and if she can stay alive a little bit longer, then she'll do more damage. The majority of her damage is actually through her basic attack, right? Her ult is obviously incredibly powerful. Not only is it a high damaging attack, it also silences. But she's not a hero like Kark. She's not a hero like Lars. Kark and Lars, great examples, slow damage dealers. How so? She's fast ult spammer and frontline somewhat. So Dragon, the thing is if we're getting specialized, right? If we're getting to the point that we're going to be specialized heroes, you wouldn't use Keira against high armor teams. A recent Eagle Eye video begs to differ. Begs to differ what? About the health for Keira? Okay. Keira, Jorgen, a couple. Jorgen's running both of them, it looks like. Are you talking about health for damage dealers being bad and don't think I agree? Okay, that's fine. I think for the most part, if a damage dealer does slow, big hits, health is worse. It's still not bad. Health is not as bad as a lot of people just blanketly state. By the way, my Kark is absolutely maxed. Health glyph maxed. Everything is maxed on my Kark. He does just fine. Could he be better if he had less health? Maybe. You know, the idea is you want Kark to ult sooner, right? So having a lower health means he's going to charge his ult faster, which means he's going to ult more and more frequently. Keira is a very, very, very fast attacker. You know, she does a lot of damage with her ultimate, absolutely. But she attacks so fast. I would say that, I mean, it's pretty obvious that the percentage of her total damage from her basic attack is a lot higher than the percentage of total damage from Kark or Lars's basic attack. Health for Keira is probably still a bad idea, you know, as is the case with all damage dealers. But I think health on Keira impacts her less than having a lot of health on Kark and Lars and other slow, chunky, lumbering damage dealers. My Kark is maxed except for his armor skin, and that helps me ult first against the max Kark teams. Nice. Dragon says, well, I do get annoyed that Keira always gets dead first, but then again, when she lives, she's top damage of team. So I don't know. It's a weird trade-off. So the idea is you ideally will use Keira like you would use any other damage dealer, right? You would use Zhu against a very squishy 5th slot hero, right? You would use Dante against squishy frontline heroes. That's a broad example on both of those situations, but I think Keira, where Keira is very successful, obviously is against heroes that you could potentially kill in one hit. And then that begins the train of damage. Ficklezo, I don't disagree with, having too much health being a bad thing for Keira, but I just think it affects her less. And I am not a Keira player, so I don't really know for sure either way. Like, I've played Kark for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours, but I have not played Keira. In fact, I believe Keira, of all of my accounts, I think that Keira is the lowest invested hero on every single account that I have. Yeah, of all of the entire heroes in the game, I think I have less interest in her, and I do not know why. I think specifically because she was such a hard counter for Kark for a short little while. Until I leveled up a couple of heroes to, slide in there to make it survive. I'm not sure how much to invest. A lot of times Kira's second attack only occurs after being rezzed by Astaroth. Yeah. Yep. She's so squishy. And Kark has defenses, right? Not great defenses, but Kark has some defenses. He has his physical damage shield. He has the ability to self-heal whenever he does knockups. So Keira, who's in the exact same position, doesn't have any of that. Keira would be more interesting if she was part of the undead team. I agree. On Facebook and web, yeah. Do you think Keira will have a super crit skin on mobile to compensate the adjustment they do with the glitch with Sebastian? That's the first I've thought about a super crit skin. Possibly. Possibly. I think they're going to give her something good. I think Keira on mobile is going to be really strong again. I play her mostly for Pet Eye of the Storm, as she's fast damage that kills Cynicals and Orbs. Oh, very clever, very clever.